Tout le monde, ici Joey Alfieri et ça y est, on est rendu le dernier match de la saison, la 112e Coupe Grey ici au stade Princess Auto. Écoute, les Alouettes contre les Riders, c'est la troisième fois dans l'histoire de la Coupe Grey et de la LCF que ces deux équipes s'affrontent. Montréal et Regina se sont affrontés en 1931. Mais c'était pas les Alouettes, c'était pas les Riders. Ce que je peux vous dire, ce que je sais à 100%, c'est que les Alouettes l'ont remporté en 2009, les Alouettes l'ont remporté en 2010, et on espère que dans une coupe d'heure, les Alouettes vont avoir remporté la 9e Coupe Grey dans l'histoire de la concession. Donc, match quand même assez chargé. On va parler à plusieurs joueurs. Comme vous pouvez constater, vous pouvez voir derrière moi, il y a la famille des joueurs sur le terrain aussi. Il y a plusieurs personnes, les membres de la famille, les amis, tout le monde sont là. Donc, on va commencer les entrevues. On va faire parler aux joueurs. On va parler au maximum nombre de joueurs possible. Et on va commencer avec le receveur étoile Charleston Rambo, qui est ici à côté de moi, qui a connu deux gros matchs de play-off à date. So Charleston, I mean, you've had a really big playoff so far. Just how comfortable, how confident are you yourself feeling going into this big 112th Grey Cup?
Yeah, first I want to say thank God for, allowing us to make us this step in life. But other than that, it's all to our coaches. They prepared us every week, day in, day out. Even on our off days, they're still in the office getting us ready. So, I mean, shout out to our office to get this whole team right. I mean, it's all of us. It's not just one person, but it's all of us. And, this week is, we prepared. So it's all going to come together Sunday.
But for yourself, I understand it's a team win, but for yourself, how much confidence do you draw from the two plays you had on that final drive, the two big catches that you made? Like, can you pull anything from that?
I mean, I'm still the same guy, regardless if I made that play or not. But, I mean, other than that, I can just say it gives confidence to the guys around me as well, more than me, than anything, because I'm still the same guy regardless. But other than that, I can see my guys feeding off those plays, like my quarterback and even my DBs and defensive guys. So, yeah, it was a great play made and, more to come.
How did you, obviously, the week is different, right? Like, we're in a hotel all week, and the preparation is the same, but, I mean, the environment changes quite a bit, and the routine and the schedule changes. How did you live this entire week in Winnipeg? How'd you spend it?
Yeah, it was fun. I mean, mostly just football, meetings, and just recovery. So, I mean, nothing else should be on your mind on a week like this. But other than that, we just got to get ready, go get this thing done Sunday.
The question everybody's asking, that's the question I'm getting. How good did Davis look in practice all week? What can you tell me about the way that 10 played in practice and prepared all week?
Yeah, he's a guy, I mean, can't really speak for him. He's going to speak for himself, and his play going to speak for itself as well. But, I mean, 10 is still that same guy, Davis Alexander, the great. So, I mean, we got to end this season off right, and I'm sure his mind is that way.
Well, what would it mean to you to be able to hoist the Grey Cup after, all the adversity that you guys have faced yourself? It's been a big year for you. You got married at the beginning of the season. To end it with a Grey Cup win, like, what would that mean to you?
Yeah, I mean, that would mean I got my, second ring this year, besides my marriage ring, then a Grey Cup ring. So it would mean a lot for sure, and a lot for the 425 and Montreal people back at home.
All right, Charleston, congratulations on all the success this year, and we'll see you on the field for the 112th Grey Cup.
Merci beaucoup.
Oh, there you go. Charleston Rambo, bilingue. Donc, on lui a posé plusieurs questions, notamment, on lui a parlé de Davis Alexander, son état de santé. Il dit, écoute, je veux pas parler pour Davis Alexander, mais le gars est toujours le même. C'est toujours Alexandre. Il l'a appelé Alexander the Great parce qu'il est phénoménal. C'est tout un talent. Il a connu énormément de succès. Écoute, c'est un joueur. 13 départs pour Davis, 13 victoires. Donc, si on peut... il vient d'avoir 27 ans au mois d'octobre. Donc, si jamais il pourrait gagner ce match-là et devenir champion de la Coupe Grey en tant que partant sur le quart de concession dans une équipe de même, de niveau pro, un niveau quand même élevé. Écoute, imagine s'il reste en santé tout au long de sa carrière, le succès qu'on pourrait avoir avec Montréal. Donc, il ne voulait pas parler pour Davis, mais il dit Davis sera prêt, il n'y a aucune inquiétude. De ma part, écoute, ce que je peux vous dire, c'est que en observant les trois pratiques de très, très près, je vous dis que Davis a l'air plus que correct. Il a l'air très bon, très confiant. Il a été capable de courir, il a été capable de changer de direction. Il a été très à l'aise. Il faisait pas très, très, très froid à Winnipeg cette semaine. Il fait quand même beau en ce moment, mais quand même, il faisait froid et il a été capable de bien bouger. Ses passes, ça arrivait, il arrivait vite. Il a été très précis et je pense que c'est Tyson Philpott qui l'a mentionné un peu plus tôt cette semaine. Que c'est une des meilleures pratiques qu'il a vues de la part de Davis Alexander tôt cette semaine. Donc, tu sais, Alexander, je sais que c'est la question numéro 1 que vous avez. J'ai reçu plein de messages privés de partisans des Alouettes qui me demandent « OK, qu'est-ce qui se passe avec Davis? Est-ce que Davis est correct? » Davis est en santé. C'est sûr qu'il traîne une blessure, mais Davis sera en mesure de jouer ce match-là. Donc, il y a beaucoup de préparation. Écoute, il a fait de la thérapie 4-5 fois par jour. C'est beaucoup de travail. C'est énormément d'efforts de la part de Davis parce que, tu sais, pour un joueur, la semaine est quand même longue. Nous autres, on est arrivés lundi après-midi et on quitte lundi matin. Donc, c'est vraiment une semaine presque au complet qu'on est à Winnipeg. Et sur Davis, il n'y a pas beaucoup de temps libre. Là. Davis, il y a beaucoup de préparation à faire à travers les bandes vidéo et sur le terrain, mais aussi, il était souvent avec les thérapeutes. Souvent, il travaillait il faisait beaucoup de travail. Donc, beaucoup d'efforts, ça prend beaucoup d'efforts de se préparer pour ce match-là et Davis sera prêt. Bon, on va continuer avec une autre vedette des éliminatoires à date, Stevie Scott, qui les 2 matchs, il a été excellent. What's the feeling, man? 112th Grey Cup is upon us. Just what's going through your mind?
Man, I'm ready to come here and compete and compete at a high level and complete the mission, to be honest. That's my mindset coming out here. First Grey Cup, second year in the CFL. I got a lot of emotions. It's feeling good, man. I'm ready to live in the moment and, play football.
I know you're a confident guy. I mean, you waited for your opportunity and you seized it right away. I'm just curious, how much more confidence do you pull from the way that you played in this postseason in particular?
Man, shout out to my teammates, man. I feel like every game, every week, we just gotten better with our team chemistry and with our manifestation within what we wanted to do and do at the end of the season. So we've just been conquering every week and building that trust and gaining to each other that now is just going on the field is just it's natural to us. We're just having fun and doing what we love to do. And, man, it's just exciting, man. Exciting.
It's not going to be freezing cold. You're a Syracuse, New York guy, so you're used to it. It's going to be cold enough, though.
Yes,
how important do you think establishing the run and doing, a little bit what you did, especially against Winnipeg, where it seemed like every time you got the ball, you'd at the very least you'd fall forward, and it was like 2nd and 5, 2nd and medium. And how important is that going to be here in this 112th Grey Cup?
Man, I feel like it's definitely important for us to establish the run, definitely so we can get the receivers going on the outsides and get Davis going, getting into his zone. And, just making the game a well-balanced game just on both sides of the ball. Defense doing their thing, stopping the opponent, and just on offense, just moving the ball, being able to score. We all know what we're capable of doing, and we all know our abilities. So we just got to stick to the game plan, and just compete at a high level. And whenever our number is called, just gotta go out there and make plays. We had a great week of practice this week. I feel like each and everybody on the team, especially from training staff to everybody else in the organization, was all locked in, trying to just win the week. And I feel like that's what it all took. And I feel like coming into tomorrow, we stick to the game plan, which is, playing Alouette football and, sticking to our abilities. I feel like the rest is going to take care of itself.
It felt a little bit like training camp, right? Because it's such a long week. I know training camp is 3 weeks, but what was your experience this week like? And how much of a routine guy are you? And obviously this whole week takes you out of your routine. So how do you combat that?
Man, it's all about the grind, man. If you love football, you could adjust to anything. And for me, it was just being here. So I was just living in the moment, just taking it day by day and just still sticking to what I do, sticking to my script. And so just sticking to my flow of things and how I, maneuver is, it didn't really, make a big impact on me just because we, out of Montreal. But, I just been sticking to the flow, man, staying true to myself and staying in the playbook, staying in the film, learning my opponents and learning the ins and outs on what I want to do and manifesting what I want to do on the field when the time comes.
just obviously the topic of conversation with the media continues to come up. It's Davis. And what can you tell us about Davis and what you've seen about, even the preparation, the lengths at which he's gone to prepare for this big game?
Man, Davis is such a great leader on the scenes and behind the scenes, man. People won't even understand. So Davis really has, like, the whole team organization behind him is at an all-time high. So to be honest, we all love everything that he does. We don't see any bad in what he do, because at the end of the day, he's just being him. And anybody who could just be them and be them comfortably, that's a good man. That's a great person. So to be honest, I look at Davis like as a great leader. He's a guy that controls, and he controls the offense, stays poised, and just knows his abilities and knows his weapons. He uses to his best advantage. And, man, I'm so grateful to be playing with a guy like him and being in the backfield with this type of guy. It makes me want to go harder and protect him and, play to my best ability just to be beside him, because at the end of the day, we all always hold each other accountable and looking for each other to, play to our best.
The very first 100-yard rusher of the season for the Alouettes was you on September 13th in Saskatchewan. What do you remember about that game, and just what can you tell me about the Rider defense? And you've already seen them.
Yeah, I just remember about that game. It was just me just coming in whenever my number was called and just sticking to the game plan. Just building the flow within the game, just getting more comfortable each and every carry, each and every possession, and my O-line just really creating holes, just doing what they're best and known for doing, is opening holes and doing their job. So I just honestly, the Riders have a great defense. Don't get me wrong, on their side of the ball. It was just more of us just getting in the groove and being comfortable, sticking to the game plan, knowing what we're capable of doing, and just accomplishing that plan. And so I'm looking forward to this matchup tomorrow. Just to play these guys again, and I love football, man. So it's just a great competition, great match, and, man, it's a great feeling just to be here in the Grey Cup.
Well, we love watching you play, Stevie. All the best out there in the 112th Grey Cup, and come bring it home, okay?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you, Joe.
All right, Stevie Scott III with the big performance against les Saskatchewan Roughriders earlier this year, et on va espérer que ça se réplique encore une fois. Donc, vous écoutez l'avant-match officiel des Alouettes présenté par BFL Canada, fier commanditaire des Alouettes. Et on va continuer à parler. Vous voyez, derrière moi, il y a plusieurs membres de la famille. Tu sais, les joueurs, c'est vraiment un entraînement. D'habitude, tu sais, ce jour-ci, c'est un entraînement quand même assez léger. Aujourd'hui, c'est pas vraiment un entraînement du tout. C'est plus une opportunité pour la famille de vraiment célébrer les accomplissements de leur soit fils, chum, petit-fils même. Il y a des grands-parents qui sont là aussi. Donc, tu sais, c'est vraiment beau à voir. C'est vraiment, on a vraiment le sentiment faire partie de la famille, tous ceux dans l'entourage des Alouettes. Et c'est à cause de gestes comme ça que ça fonctionne. Donc, on va continuer sur l'avant-match des Alouettes BFL Canada avec le batteur José Maltos-Diaz. José, you've kicked here before. We're very close to the 112th Grey Cup. Just what's going through your mind here as we get closer to kickoff?
Just enjoying this time, my friend. Just happy, grateful to be part of this team, this organization, and just thinking about this 24/7. Yeah. I don't think anything else.
What do you visualize? What have you been visualizing here? Like, do you think ahead? I know you're a big visualization guy, but what specifically do you think of? That opening kickoff and having the cameras go off as you kick it off. Like, what's going through your mind?
Actually, it's just to be calm. You know what I mean? Under pressure, I have to be calm under pressure because my position is so important that I need to be like that mentally. So I need to be just relaxed. I kick already a lot, so I just need to do what I know to do now. That's the only main thing it's on my mind already.
How about from a kicking perspective, what can you tell me about, I know the weather is different every time we come here, but what can you tell me about this stadium in particular when it comes to kicking?
It's beautiful. Will be my second time kicking on this stadium, so I just need to think about my targets and my same technique and trying to kick well.
So you're going through it here all week in Winnipeg. It feels very much like I said it was like a training camp vibe. You know, you're together all the time. It's a different routine though. I know you're very much a routine guy. How did you adapt? How did you adjust to being taken outside of the usual, game week routine?
Just like that, as you say, like I have to adapt. We have to adapt and be there, show up, and do our best. And that's, I think, the most important part of the team that we have to do tomorrow. And yeah, it's been a nice week in Winnipeg. And yeah, just that.
Have you at all allowed yourself to think that a kid from Monterrey, Mexico, came through the global program, is going to be kicking for a championship, and what would it mean to you and to Mexico to see you hoist that Grey Cup and be a big part of a Grey Cup winning team?
It means a lot, man. I got emotional every time I think about that, all the highs and downs I've been through in my career. So now I'm just thinking to do great and trying to do my best and prove myself that I could make it, you know what I mean, in the CFL, in the big stage of Canada, being just a guy from Monterrey, Mexico, living his dream, and yeah, that's a good part of my life.
Any idea? Like, I know you're going to determine the range here for your kicks. Any idea what the range is at this point, or what you're comfortable at?
I don't think about that. I just think one kick at a time, and no matter from where, if the coach needs me, I'll be ready to kick, no matter from where yard line.
And just what's been the message this week, from the coaches, from Byron in particular? Like, what's the message to you guys on special teams?
Same thing, like just enjoy and do our best. And we practice a lot to be at this position. So just enjoying and do our best.
Thank you for this, Jose. Look forward to watching you kick in the biggest game of your life so far.
Let's go, mi amigo. Vamos.
There we go.
Let's go.
Jose Maltos-Diaz qui nous parle un peu. Je lui ai demandé, est-ce qu'on sait, tu sais, ton range, range en français?
La distance?
La distance, c'est quoi la distance? As-tu une idée? Il dit, non, je m'en fous un peu, je pense pas à ça. C'est une réponse quand même intéressante parce que, tu sais, il dit, si le coach a besoin de moi, je monte sur le terrain, puis je vais essayer de mon mieux de frapper mes cibles. Donc, tu sais, c'est quand même intéressant. Je sais qu'en entendant, en écoutant Jason Moss et Byron Archambault, le coordonnateur des unités spéciales, eux autres, ils regardent l'échauffement, ils regardent comment Jose botte, et ils se disent, OK, c'était quoi? La distance, c'est X ou Y. Donc, tu sais, on ne le sait pas encore. Écoute, on avait déjà vu un placement de 58 verges de Maltos, plusieurs placements de plus de 50 verges. Donc c'est pas mal ça. C'est pas mal ça. Donc, il y a Davis Alexander qui va aller parler aux médias. Il va venir nous parler un tout petit peu plus tard, mais Cole Spieker s'en vient. OK. Cole Spieker s'en vient. Comment tu sais que Cole Spieker s'en vient? Tu le vois ou il y a quelqu'un qui te parle?
Je le vois.
OK, tu le vois. OK, c'est parfait. Bon, all right. Le beau Cole. On va y aller avec Cole Spieker. All right.
How's it going?
Cole, living the dream, man, because of you guys. You guys took me to Winnipeg in November. It's all I could have asked for. But for you, I mean, you've had ups, you've had downs, just like the team this year. What does it mean to you to be here, to have an opportunity to win your second Grey Cup?
It means everything to me, just being with my brothers and my family, and we all just grind together, work together. And like you said, we all go through ups and downs off the field, on the field. And one thing is that's consistent in my life is my family's there for me and my teammates are there for me. So this organization, to be able to play for a championship for this team and this city and this Providence, we're just so excited to be able to get this opportunity.
The 5-game losing streak this year, there was somebody in a team meeting stood up this morning and said, maybe it's the best thing to happen to us. Mm-hmm. Do you see it the same way? And just how much did you guys grow from that experience? Either from having, younger guys step up and play more, or just, going through the fire and kind of coming out tougher than that. How do you see now in hindsight that 5-game losing streak?
Yeah, definitely in life, facing adversity is one of the biggest opportunities to grow. So all you got to do is take from it is you got to learn from it, so then it'll be worth it. So I think we all came together, finished strong, and now gave ourselves a chance to play for a championship. So it definitely contributed us to getting here and making us better as a whole in every aspect.
All right, I had to ask you about the 3rd and 5 from 2023. I'm like, you've performed at a high level since you've been here, since your very first year. But when the bright lights come on, I mean, you showed that you make plays. How much confidence can you draw from that? That the first time the bright lights came on, you were out there and you made the plays that needed to be made. You saved the season and ultimately helped clinch the Grey Cup very directly.
Yeah, I'm extremely confident, and that just comes in work and preparation with the team. So we all believe in each other. They believed in me back then. They still believe in me now, and I know whoever gets that 3rd and 5 ball up in the air, we're all going to come down with that. Everyone in this receiver room is going to make that play. And just like any guy on defense, any other guy on offense is going to step up when their number is called. So we have total trust in each other. I'm totally confident in myself and my teammates. So
what can you tell us about Davis and just the preparation? That's been the topic du jour with the media. What can you tell us about the lengths at which he's gone to prepare for this week?
Yeah, he's one of the hardest working guys I know, and just seeing him do everything to prepare, it motivates us all to even do a little more every day. So it's an awesome guy to be around, awesome leader, and he pushes me and we push him too, and it's a great guy to be around. So love Davis.
How much family, how many friends do you have coming down? Is it a big group? I know Davis told me he's got like 21 or something like that.
I got 18 family members all coming up from Minnesota, so they're all driving, so it's pretty close. And then I got my girlfriend and her family, so somewhere around the same as Davis.
How'd you work out the tickets? Did you take care of that, or did you have somebody take care of it for you?
Right after the game, my sister sent me a screenshot. Just bought 20 tickets, so she handled it 5 minutes after we won that photo.
So you didn't have too many crazy requests? Like, do the family, like, what's the protocol? Like, do they give you some space? Do they kind of leave you alone this week as you prepare?
Yeah, we'll grab dinner tonight and then chat up for a couple hours, and then after that it's time to lock in, and then I'll see him on the field after.
Jeez, all right, you're right around there with a franchise record. Well, Cole, big game, Cole, like I like to say, you've always delivered, so all the best going into this game. We believe everybody back home. There's 8 million, 9 million people watching back home that believe in you guys, and you yourself have delivered in big games, so we're hoping to see. I'd like to see another. Maybe not like it doesn't have to be 3rd and 5. Like maybe it's to close out. Maybe if you can do it when we have the lead, like it's just to kill the clock instead of. I don't know if my heart can take another ending like 2023.
I would love to do that again. Thank you so much. Can't wait to make everyone back home proud.
All right, Cole Spieker des Alouettes de Montréal. Thank you, Cole.
Merci.
All right, Cole Spieker, avec beaucoup de familles. Il a mentionné, il y a 18 à 20 membres de sa famille qui viennent. Il a dit que c'est sa sœur qui a pris charge des billets. Je pense que Davis a 1 ou 2 personnes de plus qui s'en viennent. Mais tu sais, il y a quand même, évidemment, il y a certaines personnes qui n'ont aucune famille qui viennent. Moi, j'ai mon père qui est venu nous supporter de Montréal, mais il y a aussi du monde qui ont bien du monde qui s'en viennent. Évidemment, c'est un des plus gros matchs de leur carrière. Évidemment, 2023, c'était le même scénario et Cole a clairement livré la marchandise. Mais tu sais, c'est vraiment cool de voir tous les membres de la famille, de voir le support que ces joueurs ont. Tyler Sneed va s'en venir bientôt. OK, il est là. On va aller avec un autre. C'est beaucoup de receveurs aujourd'hui, mon Sam. Dans l'avant-match officiel BFL Canada des Alouettes de Montréal. I've been consistently standing on this side, so you can just come on this side if you don't mind. I don't want to make it. I don't want to make it weird for the people watching.
All good.
Is this your good side? You have 2 good sides. I only have 1 good side.
I don't really know what good side.
You have 2 good sides. I'm going to tell you right now.
I appreciate that because I got 3 sisters, so I don't usually pick the side. They usually just place me.
Yeah, Spieker just came out here and said you didn't have any good sides, but I don't believe that.
That's rude, especially since he's my roommate. He see me in the morning and his 2 good sides.
He didn't really
2 good sides. Yeah,
he didn't really say that. He didn't really
That's
say
right.
So what's the feeling? I mean, you've done this once before. Like, how differently do you feel leading up to this Grey Cup game compared to the last one? If at all.
I guess the biggest difference is it's not my first one anymore, so I think not necessarily all the nerves, but all the build-up leading up to, first time being in this moment is definitely like a different thing, I guess. And, going through it a second time, now I'm more used to it, more comfortable being here throughout the week and whatnot. And, I'm just looking forward to getting out there tomorrow and, obviously bringing home a championship back to Montreal.
It's been a heck of a season for you. You were all CFL, the only guy on offense on the Alouettes to be named all CFL. Just for you, how locked in have you felt from week 1 to the Grey Cup game?
Super locked in, especially, just for me personally, having the injury last year, being able to come back and stay healthy and consistent kind of throughout the whole year was, a big goal of mine. I wanted to try and play in all 18 games, and so being able to do that this year was definitely a big one for me. But yeah, just, throughout the year staying consistent. I always talk about the ups and downs we went through as a team, and just everybody throughout the year staying consistent and being able to show up and perform was big, and I think that's the character of our team.
At one point, it felt like you were like the only, I know you weren't, but it felt like you were the only healthy guy on offense at one point that was playing in every game. And there was one of the players, I think it was Justin Lawrence, that stood up in a meeting this morning and said, that 5-game losing streak might have been the best thing to happen to us. Looking back, how much better are you? I know you want to win every week,
right,
but how much better are you for having faced that adversity at that point?
That just shows the character of this team, just about the locker room, the guys in the locker room, and how, we know we're going through hard times, so we can still step up and overcome that and, make it here, which is, the ultimate goal. And, it's just those 5 games were a good thing to happen to us. Looking back at it now, I know we had a players-only meeting, kind of in BC after the BC game, and a lot of guys stood up and spoke, and they just said everything we want is still right in front of us. There's no need to hit the panic button or do any of that right now. And, that's what we did. We just put our head down, kept working, and, that's got us to this point and got us here with a chance to go out there tomorrow and win the whole thing.
And what could you tell me about Davis, the way he prepares, the way he prepared this week, and just the emotional engine that he is for this group?
Just the ultimate competitor, and I get to see it every day, which is cool. But yeah, his preparation is, he comes out here and he performs and he does what he does in practice, but he also prepares, when he leaves, he prepares, late at night, going through the script, going through the play calls and all that stuff. And so that's just what makes him great when he comes out here and steps on the field. And, obviously with him and the energy that he brings out here, everybody's going to be fired up tomorrow. He's going to bring a different type of energy that's going to be contagious again tomorrow. And so I'm excited to see that and be a part of that, and then go out there and win it.
Offensively, you guys will win this game if
we do our job, and we all stick together, laser focused throughout the whole thing, and I think that'll do it for us. I think we're going to make big plays, and we're going to go out there and we're going to have a good time.
You guys are also super battle tested. Let's not kid ourselves. It wasn't easy in the playoffs either. Winnipeg came all the way back. Hamilton tied the game late, and you guys, you took the other team's best punch, and you didn't even hit the canvas. You guys stayed up. How big is that you guys were able to face adversity in the playoffs as well, and you won 2 very different games, a very offensive game the first week and a very defensive game the second week?
Huge, just because you're always going to deal with adversity, but it's a good thing that we dealt with it for the first 2 games. That way, we're used to it. We're built by that, and that's also builds onto our character and adds to the character of this team. And so, going out there tomorrow, we know we're going to face some kind of adversity throughout a certain point in the game, but we're going to be ready for it. And we've proven that we are ready for it, and no matter when adversity hits or how it hits, that we can always bounce back and come out on top.
Appreciate this, buddy. Look forward to watching you on the field, and bring that cup home for us, okay?
Yes, sir. Appreciate you.
All right. Tyler Sneed of the Montreal Alouettes, all-CFL receiver with a terrific season. Grosse saison pour lui. Donc, il a été excellent et c'est spectaculaire à voir de voir la manière dont il a performé. Juste besoin de lui pour 2 minutes. Donc, TSN est venu, Mathieu Chenelier est venu hijacker notre entrevue. Okay, you want to get this? So you can have this side. I told Sneed you had to stand on this side because you're good. You have 2 good sides, like Sneed, right? Davis, I know you put in a ton of work this week to just be able to get in here and play this game. Just tell me just the kind of week it was for you. It's outside the routine. I know you're very routine oriented, but just everything that went into just the preparation this week.
Yeah, you tried to keep almost everything the same, besides the obvious of the extra treatment. But in the media too. But I can't complain at all. This is everything you dream of as a little kid. The cameras, the lights, everything right in your face. I mean, that's what you want when you're 5 years old, 6 years old. So it's been a little different, but it's I'll never take it for granted, and I'm just so blessed to be in this position.
We've talked about your clutchness and just how you deliver in big moments time and time again. Just how does it, like, do you flip a switch? Do you go into that mode? Like, just how do you explain that you're wired that way?
I just try and truthfully believe, no moment is ever too big. When you put in the type of work that you're supposed to, and you believe in yourself and your teammates around you believe in you, and you believe in them more than anything, I don't think we can necessarily be stopped in any single moment. So I'm gonna take us every single time, and just feel like if you put in the prep, you'll be okay.
Winnipeg hadn't seen you in the regular season. You guys came out on top. Hamilton hadn't seen you in the regular season. You guys came out on top. I'd like to believe that there's some type of advantage your way here that Saskatchewan hasn't seen you this year.
Yeah, I haven't quite figured out whether it's an advantage or disadvantage. We have enough tape on them for we see a lot of the stuff that they do, and so I feel like I'll be ready and prepared for it. They haven't necessarily seen me. I don't know if that's an advantage or disadvantage or what they're thinking. I'm also a little banged up, so we'll see what their plan is, but confident.
How about the adversity like all year? You overcame personally injury adversity, but 5 losses in a row at one point when you were out. The playoffs have been filled with adversity. I mean, Winnipeg came back to take the lead. Hamilton came back to tie the game late. You guys overcame a lot to be here. Just how big are those moments that you've gone through pressure moments and you've delivered?
Yeah, I mean, it's incredible. It just speaks to the character of our team and how we're built. There's never a panic button in our locker room. And we all play for each other and we all love each other. I think that's what keeps this group together, and it's special.
Davis, look, we wish you the best on for the 112th Grey Cup, and look forward to seeing you out there, bud.
Yes, sir. Merci beaucoup.
All right, Davis Alexander des Alouettes de Montréal. On continue avec le maraudeur étoile, Marc-Antoine Dequoy. Écoute, Marc-Antoine, je suis curieux de savoir comment est-ce que tu te sens. Est-ce que tu te sens différemment avant cette Coupe Grey qu'avant 2023, là, que tu as un peu plus d'expérience?
Ah, définitivement, l'expérience, mais aussi celle de 2023, c'était vraiment le rêve d'un jeune garçon de remporter cette Coupe Grey-là.
Rêve d'une vie, je pense qu'on avait dit.
Je pense que c'est ça que j'ai dit. Je ne me rappelle plus trop qu'est-ce que j'ai dit aussi non plus. Mais, tu sais, ça a été coché. Fait que c'est fait. C'est juste la semaine comment je l'ai approché. Tu sais, comme cette pression-là n'était pas là, puis c'était vraiment la conquête d'aller rechercher cette Coupe Grey, ramener ça à Montréal. C'était beaucoup plus agréable aussi.
Écoute, on en a parlé lors de notre entretien podcast, mais ici, là, toi, tu es dominant partout, mais particulièrement à Winnipeg, là, c'est 4 interceptions lors de tes 3 derniers matchs. Tu as marqué un touché ici il y a une couple d'années en 2023. Juste parle-moi un peu du vibe et des expériences que tu as sur ce terrain-là. Je sais que ça ne sera pas contre les Bombers, mais quand même.
Bien, le terrain, je sais pas, il m'interpelle. J'ai toujours bien joué ici, puis... tu sais, l'énergie est vraiment différente. Le monde de Winnipeg, c'est vraiment une ville de football. Il y a du monde fou comme lui qui vont être dans les estrades. Tu sais, tu la regardes, là.
On va te parler dans quelques instants, toi.
Mais
on a besoin de quitter dans le milieu.
C'est moi qui décide.
Ah, c'est lui qui décide. Il te l'a dit, hein? Ça, là, c'est ferme ta gueule.
Oh. Non, pas du tout. Non, je vais lui parler.
Yeah, he doesn't want to talk to you.
Ouais, prends ton temps, man.
OK, merci.
Prends ton temps. Fait que... Ouais, non, c'est vraiment une énergie assez impressionnante. Puis moi, qu'est-ce que j'aimais de jouer ici, c'était, tu sais, t'avais la foule qui était tellement pour leurs partisans. Puis quand on faisait un gros jeu, le silence total, je sais pas, l'ambiance, j'adorais ça. Puis non, c'est une place qui a connu beaucoup de succès, fait qu'espérons que ça va être la même affaire demain.
Juste par moi, la semaine de préparation, encore une fois, tu as l'expérience cette fois-ci, mais comment est-ce que c'est différent d'être sur la route toute la semaine, puis de faire plus de médias, puis vous n'êtes pas vraiment dans votre bulle d'un sens. Comment est-ce que la routine change et comment est-ce que tu deals avec ça?
Bien, la routine change surtout sur l'aspect médiatique. Tu as beaucoup plus de couverture médiatique et généralement, durant une semaine normale, quand ta journée de travail est terminée, tu retournes chez toi puis tu fais tes propres affaires. Là, ici, c'est complètement différent. Tu as une alarme de feu qui part en ce moment. Faut que tu deals avec ça. Tu sais, c'est des imprévus. Fait qu'il y a énormément d'imprévus que tu dois dealer avec, mais la différence, c'est que...
Aucun sens.
La différence, c'est que t'es habitué parce qu'on l'a vécu en 2023. Fait que c'est comme, ça va être fou, mais on sait à quoi s'attendre.
Écoute, merci beaucoup Marc-Antoine et on a hâte de vous voir jouer sur le terrain lors de la 112e Coupe Grey. Bonne chance.
T'imagines-tu que t'as ça qui se passe à la Coupe Grey, genre une alarme de feu?
Il n'y a rien qui me surprend avec la LCF. Hein?
Ouais.
Tu penses qu'on est en danger en ce moment?
Bien, je pense qu'il y a un feu, on est dans la meilleure partie du terrain. Ouais, ça. OK.
All right. Bon, c'est tout pour cette émission. Écoute, on vous voulait parler à Isaac, mais c'est tout. Bon match tout le monde. On va se recroiser lors de l'après-match. Et La lampe de feu encore une fois. Puis on va se croiser lors de l'après-match. Go Als go! Et on se voit après la 112e Coupe Grey. Merci.